I hope you're all well. Under the current lockdown pandemic, today's recipe is Afghani chicken pulao. The ingredients are basmati rice, approximately 1400 grams. Pulao masalas that you would need would be cumin seeds, approximately 40 grams, black cardamom, approximately 8 cardamoms, green cardamoms, 10 cardamoms, sunflower oil approximately 300 milliliters, salt 2 tablespoons, but I'm sure that you can add to taste your preferences, water 1000 milliliters, that's 1 litre of water, carrots roughly about 8 carrots that you will need, almonds a handful, and onions 5. With this you will need some chicken. Right, so I have some chicken here. It's roughly approximately around about 2 kg. Now please bear in mind that I'm actually cooking for 7 people here, but you can always halve the ingredients for a lesser amount. Thank you. The rice, first of all, it needs to be washed a few times. I'd probably wash it about 4 times, and then it needs to be soaked in hot water for at least over an hour. Approximate 2 hours would be better in taste. The carrots, the skin needs to be peeled first of all, and then I would get the carrots and basically slice the carrots in half, and then chop them very, very thinly in long strips. I will show you afterwards how this is done. Again, on the onions, it needs to be sliced, not diced but sliced. I will show you how this would be done in a bit. The chicken has been washed and it's ready to be used when needed. Now the dry pulao masalas, I've already told you what it consists of. These need to be blended into a blender into fine powder, and I will show you later on in the video how to use this. Right, the almonds are in water at the moment. The skin needs to be peeled off the almonds, and I will show you in the video later on how this would be done. Thank you. Right, I will be using this blender. It's actually a coffee grinder, so it's very, very strong in what it does. Anything, it'll just grind. I'll be using this to grind the pulao masalas. As you can see, I've put all the pulao masalas into my blender, and I should blend it shortly. Right, I have soaked the rice in a bowl. I have now peeled the onions, and I will slice them, and I will show you what the end result will be like. The onions have been sliced, and the almonds have been peeled and also washed. The carrots, I'm gonna slice them in 2 halves, so like so. I'm going to cut the side of the carrot so I can stand it like this. I have sliced the carrot in 5 strips, and now I'm gonna start cutting them quite fine. So the way to do this is so roughly you will need around about 10 carrots. You can always put more or less, that's entirely up to you how much taste of carrots you actually prefer. Just do what I'm doing here, just slice them as much as you can. As you can see, that's the texture of them. You can keep them thick if you like, you can make them as thin as you want, it's entirely up to you, but I'd say the right amount should be around about that sort of a strip that you need, as you can see here. The carrots have now been sliced. Right, so I've got 1 cup of oil here. I'm going to cook the oil for say 3-4 minutes. Next step is to put the onions into the oil. You need to cook this for at least 10 minutes till they go slightly brown. Now I'm going to add the chicken. It's about 2 kgs in weight. Right, you need to stir this on full heat for around about 10 minutes approximately. Followed by 2 tablespoons of salt. Need to stir the mixture well. Remember, this is on full heat at the moment. Followed by 2 tablespoons of pulao masala. So that's cumin seeds, black cardamom and green cardamom in the blender into powder format. You need to give it a good stir. Right, you need now to cook this for at least 30 minutes on medium flame. I'm adding 500 milliliters of water, that's half a pint. I have now added the sliced carrots that I had on earlier into the mixture. I'm going to cook this for a further 10 minutes. Right, the next step will be now to add the rice. Close it. I will need to add another 500 milliliters, that's about half a litre of water into this. And another 500 milliliters of water, so that's a total, that is 1.5 litres. Right, I will need to add another 2 glasses of these, so that's 500 milliliters. So in total so far, what we've added is we've put in 2 litres of water, so it should be 2.5 litres of water to compensate for the rice that we've used. We've used 1400 grams, so that's kind of like, anyways. Right, it's time now to add in the peeled almonds. Next step is that I need to add another couple of tablespoons of the masala that we made earlier. Right, the next stage is I have lowered the heat to below low. So what I've done is, that's the rice, I've put foil paper on it. It's classed as putting it on dum. I've made the fire quite low, so that's the flame of it. And now it's just a waiting game. Need to put the lid back on, leave it on dum for at least 5 minutes, perhaps 10 minutes if it's not right, and then I will show you the end result. Back again. Just want to show you how I've done this. So this is what I'm making it in. So what I've done here is I've put the flame quite low. This is the rice inside. I've put foil paper over it, and I've kind of like pushed it in all over so it gets all the steam whilst I'm making it. So as you can see here, I put the lid on top of it. Now I just want you to show you the flame. That's the amount of flame that you want for this process, and you want to cook this for at least another 5 minutes.